So today I'm just going to demonstrate how to do Windows file sharing, how to share a particular folder and password protect that folder so that you can share that over the network. The first thing I'm going to do is going to create the actual folder itself. Let's create a folder here, new folder, let's say share. Okay, so let's do that, and want to make sure that your network is actually in the work mode. Let's go to the network and sharing center. Right. So currently I'm not connected to any network. Let me just connect to our Wi-Fi network. And as you can see here, the network is in the work network. Well, actually you can choose either work or home for this, but make sure it's in either. But for now, let's use work network. Now you also want to click on this change advanced sharing settings, and what you want to do is to make sure that the file and printer sharing under home or work profile, the file and printer sharing is on. And secondly, you also want to make sure that password protecting sharing is also on. And after you've done that, you can now save the changes, right? Okay, so now that we've done that, the next thing we'd like to do is to actually create a user that will be used to log in when the network when the folder is shared over the network. So whenever somebody tries to access that particular folder, that particular user needs to key in this new user and password that we were just going to create. So here, let's create let's type in add or remove, then choose add or remove user accounts, and then let's create a new account. Let's say demo user. Okay, let's create an account. Okay, just make it standard. Go to that newly created user and then create a password. Let's type in secret, for example, whatever password you prefer. Okay, then choose create password. So now we created our user. This will be used to log in later on. Okay, now let's go to our shared folder this time and make sure you select share with and then specific people, and then type in the new user which we just created, right? And make sure this is read write depending on access rights that you want, but here we would like that particular user to be able to write to this particular folder as well, and click share. Now this will be the this is the shared folder. And one other thing, you need to make sure that you know your computer's name. So how do you know your computer's name? So here we go to our start button, right click on computer, properties, and here as you can see my computer name is Gavin-G400. You can change the computer name, or you can change the work group. Ideally you should all be in the same work group. Okay, I haven't tried using different work groups, but according to some resources I've read, it's ideal that all of the computers which are involved in the file sharing should be in the same network. So in this case, make sure that the client, whoever's trying to access this computer or this folder, is also in the same work group. Okay, so remember this particular computer name because we will be using that later on. Now let's go to our shared folder again. Again, we've already shared it with demo user, which is our newly created user, but we're not done there yet. You have to go to properties, and then in sharing, click on share, right? Okay, as you can see, demo user is already there. And then go to advanced sharing and make sure you check on share this folder. You can change the folder name however you want, but I suggest you just retain it as is. And then click on permissions, and then make sure you want to add the newly added user, which in this case is demo user, and then make sure you check names. It's okay. And then make sure to allow the rights or privileges. If you want him to be able to change or write files, then you can select change. But if you just want the person to be able to read only, then just check read. But in this case, we want the client to be able to read and write to this particular folder, so we therefore check all the boxes here, then apply, then OK. Okay, then press OK again, then close. Now, assuming you're in the client computer, all you need to do is press the start button, type in the computer name after 2 backslashes, in this case Gavin-G400 backslash, and then the folder name, the shared folder name, and then press enter. And normally a dialog would appear where you can type in the username demo user, which is our newly created user, and then you type in the password. But since we're in the same computer right now, it doesn't prompt me for any of that, but it should work fine. And that's basically it. You should be able to read and write to that folder. Thank you for watching this video.